We are in Michigan at the Gravedigga's garage. The Hummer has a tale because I was out of football in 2000. I was hurt, and I was the whole year I was done. So when I got back and got back to my position and being in Green Bay, I thought I had to give myself something for that accomplishment because it was a tough road. I had a bad knee. I got up to 420 pounds. I was just like almost done with football, but I got the Hummer to remind myself of what I went through and to remind myself of how hard I worked to get back to the game. And I got that Hummer, and it's an expression of me because it's the Hulk. You know, it's a big, bad, green, aggravated, don't say nothing about my mama type stuff. Hulk, man. So that's why I decked it out. It's a beautiful machine. It's an 03. It's a beautiful ride, man. I love that truck. I really love that truck because it expression and it helps me realize what I had to do to get back on the field. You see the Hulk hanging out on the dashboard there. He hanging out on the dashboard. I got him like he walking through snow. I got a track vision, what do they call it, antenna. So I get direct TV in here, so I don't miss my Packer games while I'm on the road when I'm in this thing here. I don't watch it while I'm driving though. On the road, I ain't like to, watch my Packer game. But this is my Hummer, man. It's, they got the new ones out with the electrical, but no, this is old school, got that green Hummer vibe to it, This is my truck here, man. But like I say, on all my vehicles, the expression, I got the Hulk on the back glass here. I don't know if you can see it. This is a man's truck here. This is a man's truck. The lines on it is beautiful, big and boxy. Just look at it from certain angles. This is a beautiful truck here, I got also a woodpecker. A woodpecker will get hungry in here as well. He would get hungry in here as well. Because I wooded him out. So like I said, I don't like to do just the outside. I also like to do the inside. It's a nice truck. It's me. It's me. The rims, beautiful rims. I think these are 30s or 28s, somewhere in there. 28s and 30s. Forgiato rims. Forgiato rims. Beautiful ride, man. Today, I am at Bungalow's restaurant in Milwaukee, a staple in Milwaukee. Talk to me, baby.
Demetrius Jones, head supervisor here at the Bungalow restaurant. Traditional family, Southern style, soul food restaurant. Started in 1975. It all started with a vision from my father, who worked at a steel company, A.O. Smith, back in the early 1970s. He just had a vision. Him and his friend was just, sitting around. It was a car wash here. It's a vacant lot now, but it was a car wash there. They were just sitting on some milk crates. Mm-hmm. And he said, I got a vision. And he said, I want my own business. He said, I'm thinking about purchasing and looking into that restaurant there.
Oh, okay.
And he looked into it. So he built the menu by customers' request. That's how it came into Henry's and Bobby's Bungalow Soul Food Restaurant. So I've been running it 16 years now, and we still got, a nice, a nice crowd, nice clientele still, and just getting started with you guys, with the catering, to the Green Bay Packers. I think it was Ron Wolf that gave us a call. He said, hey, the players, they looking for some Southern soul food cooking. You know, can you
Get
guys?
some soul in 1265 Lombardi Avenue.
Yes, it is.
Oh my
Yes, it
God.
is. Yes, it is.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. We was sitting there and they was like, huh? They got soul food in the gym?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
And
Right.
when everybody walked down there, man, it was like walking in the home.
Yes, it was.
Oh my God.
And you can smell it.
Oh my
The
God.
aroma in the gymnasium.
Yes.
Every time we come and set up
Yes.
on Mondays and Wednesdays, you can
Yes.
smell it in the air.
Mama was in there too.
Oh, yeah.
My
Oh,
God.
yeah.
And I'm talking about the best.
Yes.
The best.
Yes.
Kind of put some of those dishes to mind, which I used to bring down to 1265.
Oh man, we used to bring down the 1265. One of your favorites, the beef oxtail. Oh yeah, we gotta have them beef oxtails with the brown gravy on them.
Yes, Lord Jesus.
We would bring the smothered chicken with the gravy. We would bring the southern fried chicken dishes. Oh man, collard greens, sweet potatoes, the mac and cheese, the peach cobbler, the banana pudding.
Oh
We would bring a lot of dishes, man, and it was really a good thing for us. It was a good. It really brought us together with you guys, the Packers. It was a good combination.
Reality of everybody breaking bread, and it wasn't just the black dudes.
Right.
The white dudes was in there getting that grease too, man.
They was getting it.
They was loving it, man.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my God, it was so great, and that's the connection for me to having to come up here to Milwaukee and find y'all.
Yes.
In the
Yes.
off season.
Yes.
Or all to this day. I
Yes.
come in here still to this day, and
Still a favorite. Still a favorite.
Yes, me and Santana come here all the time, man, because we love you guys, but also the food is really good.
And we appreciate it, man. We appreciate the support. We appreciate your support, Santana, and all the other Packers over the years, man, of just, embracing us, and showing us that love. And, it just rolls back off. Everything just rolls off. And even back when it was at the county stadium, when the Packers used to play at the county stadium, back when Sterling Sharp and those guys, Eddie Lee Ivory, some of the older players. And then when you guys came in, Reggie, you, Santana, a couple more big time free agents came in. Y'all start rolling on them Super Bowl years, 95, 96. We were feeding you boys good. We were feeding y'all.
That's what got us to the Super Bowl, baby. This is my favorite person in the whole wide world. And when I want something to eat, Jack gonna cook it. And he gonna cook it good. Jack, tell us what's going on here, man.
Okay, right here we got oxtail, neck bone, got greens here, yams there, both smothered chops, smothered chicken, smothered steak.
Ooh.
Here we have macaroni, pinto beans, black-eyed peas, spaghetti, corn, green beans, rice, mashed potatoes, cabbage.
Now, you get up early in the morning and you come over here and you got to prepare all this?
We have to prepare all this early in the morning.
Wow. So on a good day, how long does the first batch last?
I say it lasts about maybe an hour.
Really? Then you had to get all and make all this stuff again?
Well, see, we cooked a lot. Like right here now, we got neck bone, a bag of.
Old school pots in there. Look at these old school pots in there. They look like mama's kitchen.
Yeah.
You know what, Jack? I've been coming here and I've been tasting this food for a long time, and you guys do an exceptional job. I pass so many places to get here to eat this food. So God bless you, brother. I love
And
you.
we thank you too.
And thank you very much for the good food. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. Fucking beer.
Everybody's a little salesman, right?
You ain't lying. You the biggest salesman I ever seen. Welcome back to Gravedigga's Travels. I am in Milwaukee again at a magical place. Sir, please tell us your name and where are we?
Thank you, Gravedigga. My name is Sharad Chadha. We're at Sprecher Brewing Company, the oldest craft brewery of Wisconsin, and a real gem and an icon. And you've been here before, and many of your team members have, and we're excited to have you.
I'm the best one.
You're the best one, of course.
The rest
you
of them,
are.
they
love you here.
bums.
Hey,
Bums.
show the bottle we made for you.
None of y'all boys got your own bottle. Gravedigga special right here.
That's right.
On Gravedigga Travels. Tell us how long this place been around here, man.
It's been here for more than 36 years. Randy Sprecher, who I bought it from last year, started it, and when he left Pabst, and he said, we need a good craft brewery. And it was hard at that time. He bought this old, dairy equipment and put it all together and built this brewery, and people loved it. And then he said, kids are coming here, why not to have something for the kids? The sodas and all that, and then our root beer came into being, and then we became a national icon with our root beer. We got #1.
What makes you guys above the rest?
Yes, Gil, that's been the learning. Last 18 to 20 months, it's been an immersion for me. As luck would have it, I'd always worked at big companies, GE Healthcare, Samsung, and so on. First time I buy a small company, I work in a small company and become an entrepreneur, and COVID hits. 2 months later, brewery tour down, tap room down, beer sales went down like that. Luckily, we had the good soda, the root beer, the cream, the orange, and everybody in Wisconsin and all the retailers got to it. Walmart, Kroger, Target, big ones, small ones, Sendex, Menards, and the consumers just took to it. Because they were sitting at home and they were using it as mixed drinks and everything with vodka, whatever. I'm like, yeah, way to go. So our sales are going up. We've doubled our workforce. We've hired maybe 50, 60 new people. We added a second shift you'll get to see in the back. And we are in 25 to 30 states already. We want to be in all 50 states. With your help, with your show, we'll get to the all of America. Yes.
I know one thing that you guys do not make.
What's that?
4X.
We will
4
for
and
you.
5X. Where's the big man space at? We gotta have the big man space in here too.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me,
sir.
brother.
Thank you,
and
brother.
get them 4X's, Sharad.
Yeah, will do. Thank you, Gil.
He's the head what?
Head brewer. He
Head
makes the
brewer.
beer
So
and the
you the
soda.
man.
He's the man.
You the man.
Beer and soda. Another brewer.
How you doing, brother? Okay.
Get in there, guys. Come on, get in
Brewmaster
there.
with a step ladder.
Hurry up. Go. And our testing and everything. This used to be in downtown, the brewery on the east side when they brought it here.
So, explain these because you got one big one outside.
Yes.
What is
so
that? What
those
is
are
it?
kettles. I'll show you the
Kettles.
kettles. That's
Okay.
where we cook it in. The malt and the hops. And
Really?
even the soda is cooked and caramelized in there. Brewery. This is where the magic happens.
This is where it goes down.
Yes, sir.
How long does it take to make a bottle of orange cream soda?
So
The process.
the whole process could take 48 hours, but we could make it sit and do more things with it, which is what makes it special. The cooking and the caramelization, that's a direct fired kettle, gas fired kettle. Nobody does that cooking with honey, and that's what makes it special. Come on, let me take you to the inside tour.
Yes,
Nobody
sir.
gets to see this
Uh-oh.
but Gil. Generally, beer tanks are vertical steel. This is stainless steel. So Randy kind of made it like that. All these different beers are in different tank, lagering for a different time.
Wow.
On the chalkboard, you see.
So this room has to stay a certain temperature?
It's like a big refrigerator. You're in a big refrigerator. You gotta keep it at that temperature all the time. Faucets here, you see?
Yes.
So they open it, and then that's how they get it out and test it. And then the brewmaster or the brewers you met, they'll see, okay, now it's getting better. And some sodas are not
taste?
fermented taste.
Wow.
And some tests they do for pH, alcohol content, all those. So we have some machines that analyze it. This is where the soda gets filled. It's a 50 head filler, and that's a crowner. And it gets it, and this is orange today. And the bottles come from there. I'll show you if you go on that side. This is where the magic happens. The filler is a 50 head filler. It fills the soda or the beer and carbonates it, and then the crowner caps it, and that's how this whole thing works. So here, you see Kurt's kind of putting it all together. But
I feel like I'm watching Laverne and Shirley.
It is like that. You're right. You got it.
This is nice. This
That
is
is
nice.
exactly it.
So how many bottles are you doing?
Filler holds about 60 bottles at a time. Right now we're putting out about 360 bottles a minute.
Wow. Pretty cool.
He knows what he's talking about.
So that's where we age some of them. We put beer in that and some soda too, which is barrel aged. And that's what makes it special. It takes all the sugars and the alcohol, and that's what gives the high content and the smoothness.
So right now in Sprecher, what is the top seller?
Root beer.
Root beer. Bar none.
Goes back in and comes out label packed, and later gets packaged, gets in a box and shipped out.
I feel like I'm an episode of That's How It's Made. But that ain't the episode. Gravedigga travel.
Gilbert, I wish I had that refrigerator when I was in college with all the beer in the world. I never could afford it. Now I can. I can't drink it all.
Wow. So everything in here is full and ready to go.
Beer, yes sir.
Oh my God.
Yes sir, that's right.
Oh
All
my
different
God.
kinds of beer and everything, yeah.
Look, Mom, I'm at home.
Yeah.
Wow. I have to say, brother, this is a nice operation you have here.
Man, I got so blessed.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, thank you so much for showing me your wonderful place. And I must say, looking at all your employees, they love you, man.
Thank you.
So keep doing what you're doing and keep being the best. And Gravedigga beer from Sprecher is going to be coming up soon.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. My brother said it. We'll make a Gravedigga beer for just for Gil. All right.
All right, guys, I'm still in Milwaukee, and I have the opportunity, a great opportunity to come talk to some young men today. Coach, tell us your name, school, what you got going on here.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Tresky, head football coach here at Wisconsin Lutheran College here in Milwaukee. It's my second year at the school, graduated here in 2008, and we're just gearing up for a big game tomorrow against our rival, Concordia, Wisconsin.
So, coaching and everything, you got young men out here. What's your message? What do you want? What is your, everybody says a reflection of your head coach. What you want these guys to take away from you?
Well, our school is built on our faith. That's our foundation. And so when we talk to our players, that's the number one thing that we want them to make sure that they take away from our program. Our team motto is built on John 15:13. The idea behind it is that we show love by our actions. And so as you see our guys play, compete, practice, you should see the way they love the game, the way they love each other, by how they go about their business. And that's the biggest thing we want them to understand. They've been given gifts, and it's their responsibility to grow them and use them to help others.
Absolutely. Coach, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you
so
for giving
much.
this time to talk to you. And hopefully I can put a nice message out for the kids.
We appreciate it. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
sir.
We have a special treat for you guys today. All right. Gilbert Brown, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar. Gilbert is a Packer legend, was part of the '96 championship team. He's here. He wanted to get a chance to speak with you guys and just give you guys some words of encouragement.
How y'all fellas doing today? I've been in a lot of rivalry games. As you see, I went to University of Kansas. They do play football there, not just basketball. A lot of great guys came from there. Gail Sayers, John Riggins, myself, a couple other guys. Of course, we had the Bear-Packer rivalry. That'd probably be the oldest rivalry in NFL, I believe. And we whooped their ass.
As you should.
As you should. And of course, I've been there, I think I went through there 10, 11 years, and I've never lost to the Bears. We play them twice.
Talk that talk.
We play them twice. Everybody understand that? But that's not why I'm here to talk to you guys today. I'm here to talk to you guys today about what you want to do for the rest of your life. Where you want to be for the rest of your life. What kind of goals you set for the rest of your life. I told my mom at age 14 that I was going to be a professional football player. I'm going to buy her the biggest damn house she can do, and she ain't going to never have to work a day in her life. at age 14. I'm about my business. I put those blinders on and I got the job done. I wasn't the smartest dude in school, but I made it work. Sometimes, gentlemen, you gotta grow up and be men. Act like men. Do the things like men do. I always tell people on this field in between these lines when I put that helmet on, I'm ferocious. I will pull your guts out. But when I take that helmet off, I'm a gentleman in the streets. I wake up every day asking my mama to bless me because that's my role model. I'm gonna make you proud every day. I'm a mama's boy, I'm proud to say it. All you guys, I'm not trying to toot my horn, but all you guys are trying to get to where I've been. It takes hard work. It don't take you talking about, oh man, it's coach's fault, man. Oh man, no, it's on you. It's on you to put the work in. It's on you to get the job done. It's on you to win. See, I will pull my arm off to be in you guys' position right now. I love the game of football. The football game to me has been great. I'm a kid out of Detroit. I ain't had nothing. If it wasn't for football, I wouldn't have made it to college. Guys, you guys are in the position right now is that 10 years from now, you're gonna ask yourself, when you look at yourself in the mirror, did I do everything I wanted to do to be the man I am today? It's cool to have 3 or 4 girlfriends. It's cool to have a pocket full of money. It's cool to have 22 cars, but did you earn it? Did you go out and do the things that you need to do to earn it? I'm a Super Bowl champion. I'm a Green Bay Packer Hall of Famer. I'm a Kansas University Hall of Famer. I put that work in. I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy when my teammate look at me and say, I need you. I'm that guy that took 2 or 3 double teams on so my linebackers can look pretty. Not so that I can do the things. I made sure my linebackers did what they had to do before I went out and ate. You understand what I'm saying? It's about being a role player, it's about being a team player, and it's about getting everybody to the mountaintop to win. Because you can't win by yourself. You gotta win as a team. It's never too late to do the things you want to do. Some guys, I've been sitting here on my knee just like you guys. It go in one ear and it come out the other. But sometimes it sticks right there in the middle. You gotta ask yourself, how bad do you want to be great? The difference between great and mediocre is just like this, fellas. Just like that. That's the difference. That's the difference of you going to jail or you going to the promised land. That left turn take your ass to jail, or that right turn gonna take your ass to the promised land. Be a leader, not a follower. I lead every day of my life. I ain't gonna follow no fool and get in trouble. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be that guy that's gonna keep my head straight and do the things I wanna do. But at the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself, be happy with what you're doing, man. Be proud of where you come from. Give coach everything he needs out of you. Every coach I played for, I run through the wall for him. That's the only way you're gonna win, Jets. You gotta do it his way, not your way. His way, not your way. Oh, coach, I can take that. No, fool, do it my way. That's all I got to say, guys. Be proud of what you are, be happy, but you gotta do better. You have to do better in order to win. Everybody understand that?
Sir.
I like that, yes, sir. Yeah, pretty good out y'all, boy. Guys, thank you very much for letting me talk to y'all. I love y'all. And win tomorrow. Win! Win!
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you so much. Now, you guys have put in so much work to get to where we're at right now. Right? You've gotten yourselves ready to play a big-time football game tomorrow. And I'm telling you, if we play the way we have been the last few weeks, tomorrow's going to be a fun one. That cup's coming right back home. You understand me? Yes, sir. All right, bring it inside. Let's go.
Yeah! Yeah! Bring the energy!
see you tomorrow. Let's get this comeback. Hey, how do we show love?